Okay, guys, this is Michael again with Home Health Success Academy. Here's another one of our wonderful closing techniques and closing scripts. So, this is spouse stall close number 2. If you haven't watched number 1, take a look at that. Look for that video. So this is if somebody says something like, I need to talk to my spouse. I need to talk to my significant other. I need to talk to my manager. So I need to speak to the doctor. And remember, you have to understand when you're doing your presentation, guys out there, guys and gals, okay? When you're doing your presentation, you need to be able to, in the beginning, find out, are you talking to the person that makes a decision? You can actually ask a question in the beginning. It's a closing technique. It's like, okay, great. Other than yourself, who else has to make the major decisions to be able to start using our services? Or other than yourself, is there any other person that we need to be able to add into this presentation who's going to value and who's going to be able to make sure that they actually enjoy our services so that they are aware of everything that we want to be able to offer to your patient, to your mom, to your dad, to your grandma, whatever you want to be able to substitute with that. Remember, use these scripts. If write the scripts down, go ahead and try to substitute it, use it for you guys. You might as well have these scripts if you don't have anything else. So make sure to take advantage of these scripts right here, guys, okay? So, if they say something, I need to talk to my spouse, you can say this. Look, I agree that you should talk to your spouse, or I agree that you should talk to your manager. But look, now let's say, for example, they said spouse, right? Look, I agree that you should talk to your spouse, but let me ask this. But if your wife is anything like mine, or if your wife is anything like my mom to my dad, okay, she never tells me no when I love something. And I never tell her no either. I need your approval here and here so that we can start taking care of your mom and your dad, okay? Because it's the right thing to do, because it's going to be sooner or later, no matter what, they're going to be needing the services that they actually need. So, that's the sooner or later close. As you guys can see, I stacked 2 closes right there and then. So look, I agree that you should. But if your wife or if your husband or if your manager is like my manager, or like how I am as a manager towards my, to my employees, or if it is, how my mom is to my father, what you're doing is you're creating that story, creating that, that synchronization, you're creating that compatibility, that you have something similar with them. So that is what we call rapport building techniques, okay? So I agree, and you should, okay? Talk to your husband or talk to your wife. But if your wife is anything like mine, she never tells me no. And when I love something, and when I know the services is good for mom and good for dad, then then she will definitely agree, and I would never tell her no either. So I need your approval here and here. Let's go ahead and get started taking care of your mom. Let's go ahead and get started taking your dad, because sooner or later they're going to need the services, and sooner or later, if we can get them the services, we can actually keep them home longer. I know that this is the right decision. I know you're going to make the right decision, because this is the right thing to do for your mom. So right there and then is 3 different closes I stacked to each other, okay? So, great scripts. You guys should be able to know these scripts. You don't have to know it, word per word. In the beginning, you're going to have to, memorize these things. Now, when you are using these scripts, make sure it don't sound phony. Make sure you mean it. Make sure you actually believe in what you're about to be saying, okay? So great close. This is the spouse stall close number 2. I hope you guys enjoy this one. Keep on watching our videos. You guys have a great day.